That doesn't. Good morning, everyone. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, broadcast in Apple Valley, California.
And still the Science and Technology Channel.
And we proved to you yesterday that we are not masters or experts.
Oh, yeah, that topic was way out there.
Yeah. So really neat, cute little guy here. I don't know why this person is holding it, because wild animal, the mother rejects it if he smells humans on it, right?
And how did this bird just now be discovered?
In the rainforest, I guess.
Yeah.
Some scientific discoveries take years of research. Others begin with a single curious observation. And as Jay Falk, a U.S. National Science Foundation Postdoctoral Fellow working at the University of Colorado Boulder and the Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute in Panama, puts it, sometimes it just takes the right people in the right place. A white-necked Jacobin chick may use mimicry or camouflage to avoid predators, resembling a caterpillar with fluffy feathers. Would you like to know more?
So maybe this bird decided that since we're going to take over the Panama Canal again, maybe it's time to surface.
Expose itself?
Yeah, expose itself. So. Okay, so you're looking at the slide,
little
right?
Egg, yeah, the egg, the nest with the egg.
So Jay has been studying white-necked Jacobins. I'm not even Florisuga mellivora, a neotropical hummingbird species for over a decade, though his focus has always been on adults. When Michael Castono Diaz, a PhD student, and Sebastian Giraldo, okay, a research assistant, both, maybe this is the segment that I was going to butcher the words on, a research assistant, both based at STRI, spotted a white-necked Jacobin nest along Plantation Road in Panama's Soberania National Park. I had no idea that was there. And how could you just, this thing is tiny. How could you just,
I know, you just see it on the road.
Yeah. Come on. They immediately informed Jay.
Yeah, I don't understand.
He's the go-to guy.
I don't understand how they could spot it on the road.
Yeah.
But we'll go with it.
Hummingbird.
Look how cute he is.
Look, the eggs are got to be just
tiny.
Like a little rock.
Like a marble.
Pebble, right?
Yeah, like a marble. Look how cute that guy is.
Yeah.
He's so cute. The nest held a single egg and a dedicated female. And since it was the first nest of the species they had encountered, the team decided to monitor it through regular visits. They also brought in videographer Joe C., S-E-E, to help document what unfolded. Interestingly, Jay had previously discovered that about 20% of females in the species mimic males in appearance, likely to gain better access to food. The chick's mother was one of these female lookalikes. And the plot thickens. Let's go to the next slide.
Okay, this is slide number 4.
Oh, that's a hummingbird right there.
About 18 to 20 days later, the team returned to the nest with Scott Taylor, Jay's advisor at the University of Colorado. The egg had hatched, and a tiny baby hummingbird had emerged.
That's what we saw in the hand, the first slide.
Yeah, which did not look like a bird at all, right?
Yeah,
it did not.
No, it looked bizarre.
Yeah, Scott noticed something highly unusual. The chick had long, fluffy down feathers on its back that made it look remarkably like a venomous caterpillar.
Oh.
Okay, so it's camouflaged.
Oh.
So maybe that's to ward off the predators, right?
Yeah, so this is the ward off the predators kind of thing right there.
And those are
looks like
feathers.
A caterpillar. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Down feathers, it said.
Okay.
Yeah.
They immediately realized this could be a new discovery. Some caterpillars cover themselves with urticating hairs that cause painful skin reactions, inflammation, and even headaches, nausea, and fever in humans. One example of this type of mimicry is the Cinereus mourner, Laniocera hippopyra. I know pyric is fire, probably because it hurts your hand. A bird native to South America known for their caterpillar-like baby chicks.
With this in mind, they searched online for photos of newly hatched related hummingbird species and even some non-related hummingbirds to check whether the presence of these fluffy feathers was unusual. Most of the species they found lacked these particular feathers, showing that what they were looking at was special.
Yeah.
So, yeah, That's
cool.
And why would a human mess with this anyway? I'm thinking more like a snake or a
Maybe
rodent.
Maybe they're researchers.
I
don't think your average Joe would go messing around with a hummingbird.
But
or
maybe a snake would
Jose.
see it and think it's this venomous caterpillar and slither off.
Yeah, go the other way. They also noticed the nest was covered with what appeared to be seeds of local balsa trees, Ochroma pyramidale, which are also hairy looking, making the chick very camouflaged. Therefore, another possibility is that the chick is camouflaging. Nonetheless, the team was lucky enough to observe a carnivorous wasp nearby the chick, while the chick appeared to shake its head upwards, moving just like some caterpillars do in the presence of potential predators.
Wow. That's pretty cool. They explain that because predation rates
predators taking them over
are very high in hummingbird chicks, and because white-necked Jacobins build up open cup-like nests in exposed branches near the ground, strategies like mimicry or camouflage, or maybe both, might have evolved in this species.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to be different color or camouflage or whatever, but to move its head and act like it's this caterpillar, that's
pretty cool.
Yeah, right? That's cool. Obviously a higher power is involved in this, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
However, more long-term observations and finding more individuals are needed to support these hypotheses. Tropical forests are full of mysteries and discoveries waiting to be made. That's because they're so dense and not accessible. This finding shows that every observation, especially when in collaboration with other curious observers, might reveal something extraordinary. And we brought it to you.
Again, how did they see this thing traveling down a road in Panama? That in itself is fascinating to me. I'd like to find out more about that.
It's a cute little bird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'd like to have one of those blue with white neck hummingbirds back here in the backyard.
Yeah, we don't have that color hummingbird here.
Put them in the backyard.
Gray and green and red and orange.
Yeah.
So, but
all right, folks. Thanks for joining us.
Take care, everyone. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Cool.